Welcome to the Week in Review at the Nebraska Department of Education. I'm David Jesperson, Public Information Officer for NDE. Thank you so much for watching this brief update. The goal over the next few minutes is to fill you in on some of the news, notes, and events that have happened recently involving NDE. The 2021 Nebraska Teacher of the Year joined Commissioner Blumstead at the Governor's News Conference right before Thanksgiving last week. The commissioner used the time to thank teachers and all education staff for their hard work this year and made another plea to communities to help keep schools open by following the simple measures of social distancing and wearing a mask. Paul Timm, Nebraska's Teacher of the Year, spoke about his experience as a teacher this year, including the challenges he experienced when he contracted COVID-19. He talked about how everyone's supporting one another and doing everything they can to keep kids safe and healthy, but also to keep them in the classroom. He said that's a vital part of education and the best place for students to be. He also thanked his colleagues across the state and asked for community support to get through the holiday season and the spring semester. Are you curious about how schools and the state have used CARES Act funds during the pandemic? We recently sent out a news release with a breakdown of the CARES Act funding. The Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security, or CARES Act, was passed by Congress and signed into law in March. The relief package includes two separate funds of education, the Elementary and Secondary School Emergency Relief, or ESSER Fund, and the Governor's Emergency Education Relief, or GEER Fund. The majority of the ESSER funds go directly to local school districts to address the impact that COVID-19 continues to have. The ESSER Fund also provides resources for statewide investments, and GEER's funds are directed by the governor to address equitable access challenges. You can find the breakdown of funds in the news release section on our homepage at education.ne.gov. And finally this week, the communications team had the honor of hosting the NDE Holiday Virtual Masquerade Party. More than 200 staff members tuned in online for the festivities. We had holiday messages from the commissioner and Cedar's Jim Blue, trivia, drawings, and of course, the Masked Singer competition. Thank you again to all of the contestants and everyone who tuned in and participated. And thank you to all of the staff for the hard work serving students, teachers, and schools all year long. If you missed the event but want to see the celebration, we do have a link to the recording on Inside NDE. And thank you for tuning in to this Week in Review. We'll see you next time with the latest news from NDE.